everybody, I'm Nick, and do you want yourself a golden chocobo? Here's how we do. So at this chocobo stage, you want to buy, now the screen can proceed here. You want to buy Silka screens. You want to constantly keep buying these. And you're also going to need some nuts. So at this part south of Bone Village, you want to encounter this monster here and steal from it. You'll be specifically stealing carob nuts. And you're specifically going to need 3 of these. So keep doing it till you can. Once you've got that, you gotta run over to this particular forest and get into an encounter with some goblins. And you're going to need to steal from these guys too. And you can't really buy these nuts anyway. Well, you can get the carob nut at the gold saucer, but just steal the thing, really. So, also while you're here, you can also get the enemy skill goblin punch if you're trying to complete one of them. So, either way, here's the Zeo nut. And, well, there's the goblin punch, but it missed, so you can't see how much damage it did. Anywho, once you've got all of that, you're gonna need to start going over to the Chocobo Ranch and rent the Chocobo stables. You can get 1 stable per 10,000 gil, and you can get 6 tops. Just take my advice, get all 6 of them. Then again, I'm pretty sure anyone who's doing this would say, get all 6 of them. It'll just make your life easier. And if you've been mastering all materia, you're going to be rolling in funds anyway. So you're going to want to start off over here at the Gold Saucer at these particular Chocobo tracks. And you want this particular enemy formation for good Chocobos. You're going to want to make sure you get a male and a female of these. I'll show this off in just a moment. By the way, this is post-commentary. I'm kind of sitting as I watch my own footage. Yeah, that's fun. Anywho, you send the Chocobos you catch off to the stables. And this is just showing you need a male and female of each of these types. It may take a bit before you actually get them. This next section here, you have to run over to Medial. And there's 2 different formations you can get that can get you great Chocobos. The ones you see on screen here. So once you've got all of them, you're going to need to feed them all these greens. You're going to have to give at least 90 per Chocobo to maximize their stats for racing. Because guess what? You're going to be Chocobo racing. And this actually also leads into another little thing which I'll get into in just a sec. So, race your Chocobos and you need to get all 4 of these to at least B rank. So, that'll only take 3 wins per Chocobo. So, don't sweat it too much. But anywho, once you end up winning your races, the items you can get can also be converted into GP. Excuse me. Do this. Because the GP is going to be helpful for later when you want to get W summon. Anywho, once they're all B ranked, you need to make sure to mate each pair of good and great Chocobos of opposite genders. So, and you'll need to use carob nuts for these breeding, by the way. Well, they say mating. Breeding's just essentially the same term. And you need to make sure you get a blue Chocobo and a green Chocobo of the opposite genders. Because we're eventually going to need to mate these too. I'm just showing off the mating process and just cutting down time. You use a carob nut for each of these, by the way. I know I'm repeating myself. Also, I wanted to show off the things you can do with these. Anywho, the blue Chocobo can run in the short waters like the tiny Bronco could. Anyway, you'll be able to run over to this cave and you'll be able to get a very special materia. Quadra Magic. Pair this with a magic spell and you'll cast it 4 times, only consuming MP for 1 cast. Pretty good if I do say so myself. And with the green Chocobo here, you can run over mountains. So you can use that to get over the mountains here in Wutai. And here's another materia cave. This one for me is actually particularly important because in this particular cavern, if I can get the footage to just get to it, the mine materia. This will allow you to copy any action without consuming whatever the original cost did. Also, you need to get all of these Chocobos, the green and the blue ones, to A rank. Once you've done so, Also take the time to go over to the Icicle Inn Chocobo tracks and find a wonderful Chocobo with this particular set of encounter. So once you've gone and caught this one, we're gonna need to go over and actually mate them. You may need to go fight some random encounters or do other things to pass the time, because you can't immediately breed Chocobos that have either just mated or were just born. You need to have some time for that. Anyway, breeding them with a carob nut will get you a black Chocobo. This combines the previous two types, also they can run over streams, and you can go over and get this piece of materia on the map that you've been seeing this cave for quite a while. We can now only finally go over and get it. This will get us the HP-MP conversion materia. That's just how I'm gonna call it. It swaps the totals, including the caps. Now, you need to get the black Chocobo and the wonderful Chocobo to S rank. Also watch out for Teo, he's an asshole. And he'll make you lose races. Anywho, once you've gotten these two to S rank, go over and mate them. And maybe, you know, do some encounters or whatever to pass time. Now for this pair, you need to give them a Zeo nut. And once you've done that, boom! You've got yourself your Gold Chocobo. This thing kicks ass, by the way. It can go through any type of terrain, even the ocean. And there's a particular reason for that. Once I've cut over there real quick, you can finally get into this particular island, which in here is the most powerful attack materia in the entire game, summon or otherwise. Over the course of many years, Mako energy crystallizes into a materia, Knight of the Round. Specifically, we refer to it as Knights of the Round. It does the most amount of damage in the game, so because I'm going to be speeding through this for the weapon fights, I figure I'm gonna show the animation at full speed here just for you guys. Also, this Chocobo will pretty much win any race, with the exception of races that Teo is in, because Teo is an asshole and cheats. He'll always be a bit faster than you. Anywho, I'm just gonna shut up for a moment and let Knights of the Round play itself. So did you enjoy that? Because you're not going to see it at full speed for the rest of this playthrough. Anywho, I hope you enjoyed the process of how to get a Gold Chocobo in, well, edited under 10 minutes or so. So with that, I'm Nick, and I think I'm going to end up seeing you guys next time when I fight the weapons.